Buckle up, guys. Today we're entering a courtroom showdown where a mom demands more child support for her teenage son. Emotions run high as tuition, activities, and healthcare costs collide with dad's payments. The judge sets the stage for a tense clash of responsibilities, showing how legal decisions balance fairness, money, and a child's best interests. This case is about to get intense.
You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Miss or Mrs. Ocean?
Miss.
Miss Ocean, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Now the tension rises. Mom explains her son's growing expenses, football, guitar, and everyday needs, and argues that dad's contributions aren't enough. The courtroom energy builds as the judge probes the details, revealing the delicate balance between parental obligations and the legal limits of child support. This is the spark that sets the drama in motion.
I need more money each month to pay for, his activities and food and clothing, his expenses as he's getting older.
Whose activities?
Kevin's, our son.
Kevin? Okay, how old is Kevin?
He's 14.
14, okay. And you need more money. He's not giving you enough money?
No, he pays for tuition and healthcare, but,
Wait a minute. He pays for tuition? If I remember correctly about tuition, it's kind of expensive. It's not anything that's cheap. So how much is he paying in tuition?
$395 a month.
$395 a month. And you say he pays what else?
For healthcare.
Healthcare? How much is healthcare?
It's $185 a month.
$185 plus $395. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know? What type of activities?
Well, he's joined the football team.
Football.
And then he plays guitar.
Guitar. Okay. And has he enrolled in those activities yet? Or
Yes.
Okay. And you're paying for those?
Yes.
And you want him to pay for them?
At least help, yes.
Okay. So there isn't anything else you want to tell me before I move to him?
No.
All right. Sir?
Yes.
You pay?
Dad defends himself, outlining tuition, healthcare, and extra costs he already covers. The judge questions each figure, breaking down how child support works. Suspense peaks as viewers watch the clash between real-life expenses and legal formulas, highlighting the challenge of dividing financial responsibility fairly.
$395 in tuition.
That's correct.
And is it $185 in health insurance? Because what I see $85 in health insurance.
It's $185.
It's $185, okay. And then what else?
There's guitar lessons, clothes. Whenever he stays with me, I pay for all his activities and everything else too. So it starts to add up.
Okay.
As you can imagine.
And she wants you to pay for more than that?
That's correct.
I'm not understanding this, ma'am. The way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get off scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
I understand, but as he's getting older, his expenses are getting more.
And I understand that. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
So you make money too, right?
Yes.
So it naturally follows that you should be covering some of these expenses as well, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not going to have him be responsible for each one of those things individually because he's doing a lot already. And sir, where do you work?
I'm a pool cleaner.
Pool clean. How much do you make a year doing that?
About $45,000.
All right, yeah, that's not how this works. I mean, did a friend of yours tell you that you can come in here and get him to, run him through the slammer and have him pay everything? Did somebody tell you that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, were you thinking that on your own?
I just wanted more help paying for this.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pay for some of this on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85, not $185. So I only can give you credit for what's in front of me. If that's an error, you can come back at any time and, get that fixed. But I have to go with what's in front of me. So based on $45,000 a year, I have your gross at $3,600. I have your net at $2,948.13.
The verdict arrives. The judge deviates from standard calculations to cover tuition, reducing dad's total obligation but ensuring the child's education is protected. This moment combines legal strategy and human impact, showing how discretion shapes justice in family courts. The tension finally begins to resolve.
Which would bring your child support amount to $589.63. However, considering that you do pay a lot for this child already, the Texas Family Code allows me to consider factors to deviate from what your child support amount should be. One of those factors being child care expenses. So what I'm going to do, instead of making you pay that $589.63, I'm going to make your child support $395 just to ensure that the child's tuition is covered every month. So that's your education. Your child's education is very important. So your child support is going to be based on that. So $395 a month.
So you're raising my child support?
No, your child support is going down. So it
Oh, okay.
it's
I'm not good at
technic-
math.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
I was told there would be no math during
well,
this session. So.
You know, and that's one, I
sorry.
thought that it would be the same thing when I went to law school. Somebody lied to me. I still have to do math. So instead of $589.63, your child support is going to be the $395 a month for the tuition that you would pay. And you, of course, will have to keep covering the health insurance. And if you choose to pay for football and guitar, that's up to you. But ma'am, you need to be responsible for something. So does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, I appreciate it though.
No problem. Well, you know, you don't even have to thank me. You can thank the legislator because they give us the option to do this for people. It's just the right thing to do. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. Hi guys, we've reached the educational portion of our show. I just wanted to go over what you all watched in the case of the ocean. So in this particular case, mom was seeking for dad to not only pay child support, but she also wanted him to continue paying the expenses for the child as well as paying the child's tuition. Would he be court ordered to do that? Absolutely not. Under Texas law, the court takes the obligor's net resources, and that amount is, it's a reasonable amount. It's based on what they actually make each month. Well, a court can also do what's called a deviation from the standard child support amount. The court can consider additional factors in deviating from this amount. In this particular case, you saw the court use child care expenses as a reason to deviate. So instead of setting his child support at that monthly obligation based on his net resources, the court deviated from that and made him responsible for the child's tuition every day, which protects the child's education. So that was the reason why in that particular segment, you saw that there was a deviation from what he should have been paying in child support to covering the child's education.
All right, guys, next we enter another courtroom drama where split custody meets income disparity. Dad earns modestly while mom has a high-paying job, creating friction over child support. The stage is set for a showdown as the judge must reconcile fairness, financial reality, and what's best for the kids. Get ready for another gripping segment.
You all may be seated. Mr. Carter, it looks like you brought this case, so what's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a manager at an urban clothing store, and I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support. Toward my ex-wife here, she is a dental assistant, and also she does Herbalife distribution, and she's making a little over 200 grand a year. And I just need a little help because she's not doing child support at all, and it's a struggle for me right now. I'm a retired U.S. veteran, and it's just a struggle with my two boys.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes. Well,
Why do you agree with everything that he's saying?
no, I do not.
Okay, so what is
If
going
he
on?
stayed at the casinos, he probably would have more money than he does.
That's not true, Your Honor. I'm always home with my boys when I'm not working.
Okay, who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys.
He's paying child support. It looks like you guys split custody. So it says Sunday through 1 week with one parent, and then Sunday.
Well,
through
here's the
next
thing,
week?
Your Honor. She's always on vacation. She's always gone. So I've had my boys for the little
Lies.
over 7 weeks straight.
What-
She has
ma'am,
not seen her
ma'am,
kids in
ma'am,
7 weeks.
Sir, when I address her, you stop talking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you see this man right here? He will make sure that you are escorted out of this courtroom. We do not need any more loud outbursts. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. Now you may continue, sir.
She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. Wait a minute. You guys are supposed to be alternating weeks, because if the children are with him 7 weeks straight, that means his expenses are increasing. And based on the paperwork that you provided from your employer, it says here you make about $125,000 as, what is it? Where is it that you're working?
I work for a dental firm,
Okay.
and we make a lot of different castings and models for false teeth and implants. However, Your Honor, when I've been out, it's because I've been doing training.
Okay, that's great.
So
So
I-
no
sure.
one, excuse me, no one is disputing whether or not you're doing training, but according to the documents that you provided, you make about $125,000 at your main job, and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife on the side. So that amounts to about
Numbers take center stage. Mom earns substantially more, and Dad argues he bears more responsibility for the kids. The judge calculates an offset, balancing child support based on income differences. This is where tension peaks, showing how legal systems quantify fairness while factoring in the practical realities of everyday family life.
$50,000 a year. This man only makes $35,000, and you think he should still be paying child support, and he has the children more than you? Is that what you're asking me to do?
I'm just letting you know that
I don't need to know what you're letting me know. I need for you to answer my question. Is that what you're asking me to do? Allow this man to keep paying child support, and you're making excuse me, that's my job, thanks. You make $150,000 a year.
I pay for the boys' private school. They have private piano lessons. I pay for several. I pay their
Excuse me,
health
Your Honor.
insurance.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Both of my boys are on scholarship.
Okay, you know, that's beside the point here. Ma'am, you guys have a split custody arrangement. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do.
Not in all cases does somebody have to pay child support, because it's up to me to decide if someone pays child support or someone doesn't pay child support. But with the earning differences, $35,000 a year, $150,000 a year, sir, what type of things are you able to afford to do with your boys? And taking into account your bills and everything like that.
After bills and everything is taken care of, after my boys are fed, luckily give them some clothes that they need to go outside and play at the park. Maybe
So-
Six Flags every now and again.
Okay, ma'am, what are some of the things that you're able to do with the boys?
As much as I can when he allows them to come over.
You know what? See, you're playing games. Let me ask you the question. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas.
Paris?
They've been on
never been to
Disney
Paris.
cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere special and fancy and whoa.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if you were making $150,000
And she just
a
lucked
year,
up on
right?
the job, Your Honor. So just to be
And this
quite
is
honest.
considering he's living in my $350,000 house that he doesn't pay any type of mortgage at all whatsoever.
You have a $350,000, ma'am.
He lives in the $350,000.
He lives in it, but you
house,
own
Your
it, right?
Honor.
You own it. You
And
have
he
all
doesn't
of
pay
this
any
money.
bills.
You have all of the, but the kids have been with him for 7 weeks, ma'am.
Because
at a
I
time.
was doing training so I can continue to send them to private schools that they attend
Well,
and
On
have
a
the best and the
scholarship.
finest
On a
things.
scholarship.
That's great. But you know what? That's why you come to court, so I can resolve these issues, right? So let me tell you what we're about to do. $150,000 a year. I have your gross at $12,500. How many children do you have, ma'am?
2.
2, okay. Net at $9,000. Okay, based on 20.63%. Okay. And
Oh,
then
I
you
do
make-
take care of my sister's 3 children as well.
When did this
Are-
start?
wait.
6 months ago. 6 months ago.
Whose children are these?
Our sons belong to him and I, but I have 3
Okay.
of my sister's children that
I'm
I take
just
care
saying-
of.
I'm just saying
Well, let
this,
me
Your
let you know how this goes, okay? Anybody else's kids are not a part of this case. Understood? So you have 2 children that are involved in this case we're here about, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is offset the child support based on the amount of money that you make. You understand that? Ma'am, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Because you're giving me this look like you're confused on what's going on here. Okay, so based on this, I did an offset of what you would make and what your child support obligation should be a month. So your child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month. That is to be paid each month on the first of each month, and those payments are going to be allocated to Mr. Carter. Ma'am, it's not fair to your children that at dad's house they're not able to do as much as they are to do with you. And it's not to punish you for having a great job. That's awesome. However, when you think about what's in the best interest of these children, they can't go to Disneyland and do all of that with dad. Did you ever stop to make it, ask your kids how they feel about that? It's not fair they get to do everything with you and not with dad.
Your
And he only
Honor.
makes $35,000 a year.
Your Honor, I understand, but when I was out getting education, he decided to run around and chase everything that had legs.
This has
Okay, well,
nothing
you
to do
know
with
what?
nothing.
You know what? You guys need to be in a different court for that. That has nothing to do with me. Anything else pertaining to these children and the monies here?
No, Your
Anything
Honor.
else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything
Honor.
else from you?
No, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you. You all may be excused.
Finally, the cases conclude with lessons on fairness, custody, and income considerations. The judge's rulings show how discretion and law work together to protect children. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Stay tuned because more real-life courtroom stories are coming your way. See you in the next video.